Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Delilah Rose. This is Delilahs Spiritual Spot, coming with your weekly reading for Aquarius. And this is for April 26th to May 2nd. We're going to start by pulling an overarching message here. And let's just begin. What does Aquarius need to know? So this overarching message I like to, or I do believe, is from our spirit guides as a focal for our readings. You have two cards here, which is wonderful. You have adventure, and it's laughter, spontaneous, nature, renewal. And that makes sense because we're going to the summer months here. And then we have remembrance, remembering love, loss, and healing. Maybe this is the overall feeling you've been in, that sense of loss, and that sense of needing to be renewed or having some type of renewal happen. So let's dive further into this, Aquarius. And then we have here mirror. You know, I love it when it all coordinates together, because it's looking into that mirror, right? Isn't it that's what it's all about? When we look at whatever grief we're going through, whether it's the loss of someone, the loss of a job, just the loss of any relationship, the loss of our innocence or of our childhood, it takes a deep look into that mirror to understand why we're stuck in that loss, why we're feeling that way, right? It's okay to remember, it's just not okay to get stuck in that cycle of only that feeling of loss. It's not a good place for us to sit, right? And then we need to look in the mirror to decide to live again, to find love, to live life. Now, this could be in relation to a job or relationship. Let's see what the cards tell us. I am using my Lamucci Design Tarot cards. They have an Etsy store, or their website is lamuccidesign.com if you're interested in the cards I am using. Also, if it sounds weird, I am recording my YouTube video and my podcast at the same time. So I'll be pulling 3 cards here: subconscious, conscious, and advice from spirit. You have 2 cards here. You have the world and the sun. You are coming out of it, right? I love seeing these 2 cards again because this is a cycle that is completing. You can feel it completing, and you know what's so funny is you think that it would bring relief, but sometimes when we're stuck in our grief, we think that's forgetting. It's not forgetting, it's moving forward, right? My mother, before she passed away, used to always tell us, life is for the living. When I'm gone, I'm fine. You guys live life. We have the King of Cups in our conscious position, and we have the Page of Cups in our outcome and advice column from spirit. We have the 7 of Swords clarifying the world and the sun, right? I love this. We have the Fool clarifying this King of Cups. And then we have the 4 of Cups clarifying this Page of Cups. So cups, 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 lots of emotion for you, lots of emotion for you, and overcoming that to see what life has to offer. This is in reference to moving on from a relationship, or moving on from a relationship lost, a lost love that you need to come to terms with. And I think that's where you're feeling stuck at, and it takes a long, hard look to feel why you can't move on. Maybe it's because you want closure. That closure is a loaded word for me. I think closure has to come from you. And again, I've been in a position of a lot of heartache and pain. No one can give you closure because people can be a-holes and they think about themselves and not the other person. So the closure you seek, you may not get from that person. So you need to find how you can close the book yourself. In our subconscious position, you want to move on. You want to see the sun again. You want to get out there. You want to complete this hot mess and just move forward in your life. This is clarified by that Seven of Swords. Like you've been carrying, that burden for a long time. It was betrayal, it was dishonesty, it didn't end well, and you just need to move on. In our conscious position, we have a King of Cups, right? This is the new love you seek. The King of Cups is someone who's going to bring you emotional balance, is going to bring you empathy, a person who's very empathetic, who is a leader, who's very tolerant, very supportive, right? And this is not male or female. This represents the embodiment of the person, right? Clarifying this is the Fool card. The Fool is you. Like, you're going to have to learn how to trust again and move forward and stop thinking about the past of the loss, right? We need to take a good hard look in the mirror and see what that block is again for you. In our outcome position, we do have the Page of Cups clarified here by the Four of Cups. The Page of Cups is new love. It's fresh, right? This is going to happen. You're going to get into a new relationship. And just like pages, you want to take your time. You don't want to rush in. You want to learn everything you need to learn like a student, right? A student in a new class of a subject that they didn't do so well at before, and coming in with fresh eyes, new eyes, but with that spirit of wanting, right? Wanting. This is clarified here by the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is, again, not getting lost in the memories, because you'll miss the blessing that's being offered, the offer of a new beginning for you. So you don't want to get into that trap of loss. I love this for you. I love this for you, Aquarius. I'm going to pull 3 additional cards just to clarify a little bit further. Double Fool card. This is you having faith. This is just blind faith, fresh hope, taking chances, and new adventures, right? New beginnings, and recognizing that it's your time. It's your time to move forward and on. We have the Queen of Pentacles here with the King. It's a balanced effort here when we have the two mixed together, right? The Queen of Pentacles is discerning. She knows how to make her money. She knows how to keep her money. She's resourceful. She's smart. She's very intellectual. And I think that this is the presence you need to embody, right? Whether you're male or female, you need to be a little conservative with your money, be smart, be a little analytical, right? So that you don't make the same mistakes again in the new relationship, right? The new relationship we're trying to usher in. I love that. I have to pull 2 cards, sorry. And here's the King of Pentacles to your Queen. So here's bringing the balance, right? The balance of emotional and financial. Someone who's going to be your better half, right? And this is represented here again. This is the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands, just like this 4 of Cups, it's arguments and disagreements. Not that you're going to have arguments or disagreements. These are arguments and disagreements of the past that can hold you back, getting stuck into that grief. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Empress card, right? So the Empress card is the mother, right? She's full of fertility, creation, abundance, and this is just you coming into a very fruitful time in your love life, Aquarius. So this is a powerful reading for you. It's okay to be to remember. It's okay to learn from mistakes. Don't get stuck in that air of anxiousness and that air of depression about your loved one who is no longer here. They could have passed on, but I just happen to think your heart was truly broken and you were left devastated, right? You were left wondering, what did I do wrong? Is what Spirit is guiding me to say. And that's where the issue lies. You have to close the book. The other person is not going to give you the closure that you want. Because that ship has sailed. It's time to move on to your perfect match here. You just show you these cards. So Aquarius, I am Delilah Rose. This is Delilahs Spiritual Spot. Thank you for joining me.